plan to get bogged, we can certainly plan our way out of a bog. And one of the best ways to actually start that process is when you actually are feeling your vehicle bogging down, because if you feel your vehicle slowing up, losing that inertia, and you keep the foot down just hoping and hoping that you're going to get through, often what you're actually going to be doing is digging a far deeper hole. And instead of just having your tyres bogged, you're actually going to belly the entire vehicle out by digging big holes, kind of like I've done here. Well, for this situation, I'm going to use the Exitrax Recovery Boards to get myself out of trouble. So, first things first, whip them off the roof rack. Okay, so I have my Exitrax here, and these things have been used more than once, as you can see. And one of the things I like about them is that they have really tough nylon cleats. You'll find in certainly cheaper versions of these style recovery boards, these little cleats get worn away really quickly and they virtually melt under your tyres. They can't really handle the pressure and the weight of a four-wheel drive. These Exitrax are certainly a lot more robust. And if you have a look at the design, over 18 months worth of design went into actually making these, and they're really designed to engage with the tread blocks of your tyre. So quite interesting. They've got a great approach angle. You can see that there. That is really, that's been engineered into it, because that is going to help that engagement of the tyre. Then you've got these smaller cleats followed by these big guys along here. So everywhere along these Exitrax is designed to obviously engage with your tyre. But we firstly need to actually carry these things around. Nice little carry handle there. But also it's worth looking actually at the underside of these things. You can see there's a bit of mud from our old recoveries here, but the underside is just as important too, and a lot of people don't consider that. And this part of the recovery board, keep in mind, if that was slick, she'd just spit out and wouldn't actually engage with the terrain. So when you've got all these various cleats and ridges underneath here, not only does that support the board itself, but it stops it from getting spat out the back end. The other handy thing about these handles is that they can help you use this as a shovel, because while recovery boards are a wonderful device, everything needs a little bit of a helping hand, particularly when you're in a deep bogging like this. You can't just expect to simply rock up to your vehicle, throw it in there and expect it to drive out. You do need to give it a helping hand at times, and part of that is by shoveling out any debris that is in front of your tyre. That helps you get that engagement angle, but also under the belly of your vehicle, because you really need to give the vehicle the best chance to climb out of its hole. Now you can see here that we are well and truly bellied out, so the next job is to do a little bit of hard work and dig out under the sills. Now we've got the Exitrax positioned, you've really got to consider why you got bogged in the first place. So are there any other alterations you need to make to your 4x4? Should you dump some more air out of your tyres to give you that little bit more traction to help grab those boards a little bit better? Should you actually engage low range if you haven't already? Should you put in your differential lock? And the answer mostly is yes, yes, and yes. You want to give your 4x4 and your Exitrax the best chance of getting out of trouble, because let's face it, the quicker you get out, the quicker you can go and have a brewski. Okay, now for the drive out. What we don't want to do is just slam the accelerator and go for it, because you might find that in doing that, you dig yourself a hole before you actually engage those leading teeth of the Exitrax. So what we want to do is sort of gently grab them. You'll feel them grabbing, and once they've engaged with your tyre, then you can actually start to accelerate out. But usually, because you're sort of being lifted up at an angle, you can really feel that vehicle get out of its bog. So let's give it a go. Okay, engaging, and there we go. We are out. And that, folks, is a copybook Exitrax Recovery. They work the charm.